I don't think anyone made Madonna. I think Madonna made Madonna.
Just listening to her, I had no doubt in my mind that she would be able to attain everything she aspired for.
There was no pretense in what she was doing. It wasn't, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be that. It's more like, I am this.
I called Madonna to say, hey, I'm coming to New York. She had this band. She said, well, I need a drummer, I've got a set full of tunes, and I actually have gigs. Now, I don't think she really did have the gigs at the time. We hooked up on the corner of 38th Street and 8th Avenue. There's this building converted to rehearsal studios. Madonna had secured a loft, and we went up, and she played me the songs that they had, and we just kind of jammed the first day. I was excited to find that she had written some solid songs.
Like, what are we going to call ourselves? Let's just call ourselves Madonna. It's a catchy name. It's kind of rock and roll. But Steve hated that. No, I'm not going to play in a group called Madonna. And she said, well, if we can't call it Madonna, my nickname used to be Emmy, so we'll call it Emmy.
Her performance was probably, you'd grade it a 10 for energy and enthusiasm. She belted. She screamed.
Shut the f*** up!
The differences between the stage persona and who she was off stage, at least around me, was just, there was more vulnerability. There was also the softer kind of, you know, I'm not quite sure what to do about this. I never hear her be that way in public.
Do you actually believe I could ever wanna let you go?
The magnetism theory of rock and roll is that, you know, get really good and find a record label A&R person that would say, oh, you guys are the cat's meow, and we kind of sucked. I mean, we didn't suck bad, but we weren't that good. After a crashing, thunderous ending, there'd be, you know, you kind of hear that. 3 or 4 people's hands clapping.
I met Madonna in 1979. I had been working on a film at the time, An Artificial Light, which was about a group of disparate characters. Everybody in the film was essentially themselves. All the people wrote their own parts, and hers was a story about herself, using snippets of her poetry, almost fantasies of her transforming from walking down the street to this highly coiffed rock star.
I mean, you get out of bed and you scratch your head, you stroke the cat, but she's got a rat. So you take a bath, you go down the drain, but you're not afraid because you're not insane. She was enjoyable to watch because you knew you were getting the real person, and you weren't getting a veneer she put on. She had a fairly sober childhood, and at this point she's willing to do what she had to do. She came up with the line, I'll do anything for money. I'll do anything for money, because money is my love.
Which was sort of the drift of the whole film, in the sense of having to get things done to get to another place.
Don't look back. Don't think about what you're doing. Just mix it up.